in this magazine, it talks about what it costs to start up most traditional businesses out there. I mean, it's, and by the way, it's the top franchises, and all of them were 6 figures or more. Every single franchise was over 6 figures or more to start up. And really, ultimately, what you're doing is you're buying a job. Because what happens if the owner's not around in a franchise?
Fall apart.
It's just like any other business out there. The owner has to be around because they're the ones that care the most because they have the most money invested, right? Okay, so if you can go to the next slide really quick. You can put that over there. Okay, so I want to talk about network marketing, and I'm going to talk about some numbers with respect to why you would even consider looking at this as a possible income solution for you. First and foremost, anybody familiar with Donald Trump?
Next president, baby.
Kind of worked out nicer. Yeah, let's hope so, right? I mean, let's put some business back in Washington. But we don't want to get political on here or anything like that. But I hope he wins. Right? So you got Donald Trump, you got Warren Buffett. Anybody familiar with Warren Buffett? Right, richest man in the world. Okay. John Maxwell, Robert Kiyosaki, Richard Branson, and Les Brown. Every single one of these guys are very, very successful in their professions. Okay, and these guys all endorse the industry of network marketing. The industry's been around for how long, Chris? 150 years. Yeah, a long time, over 100 years. So the industry's over 100 years old. So what's interesting, though, is going back to those franchises, like I was talking about traditional franchises, franchises actually started in the 1950s. And so if this industry has been around for over 100, would you say it's probably proven, in fact, more proven than traditional franchises in the way that people conduct business today? It's a proven industry, and these guys right here basically say, look, I believe in this industry. In fact, what's very interesting is that we've actually had John Maxwell actually spoke when this company was before it was Jeunesse, Monavie. He actually spoke for us in Orange County for one of our meetings. And I say this to you because sometimes people say, well, it's network marketing or whatever, and we listen to people we probably shouldn't be listening to. So my point to you is that do these guys have a little bit more credibility than, say, your negative brother-in-law? Yeah? Or whatever the case may be, right? Let's go to the next one. Okay, so who is Jeunesse and why would you look at Jeunesse? Okay, Jeunesse right now is by far the fastest growing company in the world in this industry. In fact, year to date, they're over $700 million in global sales. They'll do $1 billion before the acquisition of Monavie / Mint on their own. They were already projected to do these numbers with us. So, are those big numbers? I mean, how many of you guys have ever had your own business before? Okay, when I'm talking about like $700 million in global sales, are those pretty big numbers? Okay, let me just put it to you guys this way. Most companies in this industry strive to make 100 million. $1 billion is like something that's on their wish list at some point in their, whatever the lifespan is for that company. This company is going to do it, and it's only 5.5 years old. So I say this to you because in the network marketing industry, most people that understand network marketing and understand when the sweet spot is to traditionally get involved, it's about year 5. About year 5 is the sweet spot in any network marketing company. So this company's 5.5 years. Why is that a good thing if that massive number that I gave you, if a small percentage of that here is here in the United States, why is that a good thing for us? Because it's untapped, right? Most people don't know about Jeunesse yet here. I mean, in Asia, it's huge. I just told you there's over 7,000 people in Hong Kong. Wow. And Jill and I learned, where was it that they had their 5-year anniversary? Macau. Is it Macau? You guys know that? Is it China? Yeah. Apparently, this place, what they said is this place makes Las Vegas look like it's Little League. Like it's that incredible there. And they spent how much on the 5-year anniversary?
Their budget was $5 million. They spent $8 million.
Right. There was 12,000 people there. There was 12,000 people there with 50. They had to actually get another room for 1,500 people to watch it on a video screens, because it would be, and they still didn't get all the people in there. That's how big that this is in the Asian markets. Okay, so what's cool about that is they haven't had an event that's even close to that size here in the United States. Like, that pumps me up, because that just tells me where this is going. If it's happening there, it's definitely going to happen here. Because let me just put it this way: what country in the world do you think today network marketing is the largest? Most of sales and network marketing come from what country? Let's put it that way.
US.
The United States. So network marketing is the biggest in this country, yet a very small portion of their sales are coming from here. Is this good?
Yes.
It's awesome. Like, that's one of the things that's pumping me up the most, because nobody knows about this. I mean, everything is there, from the sweet spot, proven products, the sales. I mean, everything we could possibly want is sitting here right now. And by the way, it doesn't even take remotely 6 figures to get involved with this company. I'm going to go over that in a second. Let's go to the next one. Okay, all I want to do with this, because the video already went kind of over the products, but let me just put it this way. How many of you guys think nutrition is big? How big is the nutrition market? How many of you guys use some nutrition products at some point? You buy them from Costco, Sam's Club, whatever, or Monavie, Mint, or Jeunesse, or whatever. Okay, that market's about $80 billion. That's the size of that market. Now, skincare is $121 billion. So let me just put it this way: if you were going to get into a business, do you like those numbers, 80 billion and 121 billion? How big is the energy drink market? What is it? It's about $10 billion, which is, and that's a huge industry. $121 billion. I read in the Wall Street Journal about a month ago that skincare, like serums and all this other kind of stuff, were going from the east, and that they were just coming into the west now. In fact, L'Oreal, all these major corporations, a big article in the Wall Street Journal, how it talked about the fact that this particular sector was just starting to emerge here in the United States. So that even confirms on how well we're positioned to do well in this. Let's go to the next one. Okay, you already kind of saw a little bit about the products and all that kind of stuff. How many of you guys have used some of these products already? Okay, how many of you guys have tried Instantly Ageless? How many of you guys think that it's crazy? It works in 2 minutes.
That's cool.
Isn't it cool? And why is that important though? Because
You can see results right away.
right. Do we live in a society where people wanted things instantly? Like, nobody wants to wait, right? I mean, have you guys ever noticed, like, there's express lines for everything, everywhere you go? Like, nobody wants to wait for anything. So it's 2 minutes fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many of you guys have seen, like, you use it and in 2 minutes you've seen, bags go away, some wrinkles go away? I mean, raise your hand if you've seen that already. Okay, how many of you guys are like, it's just crazy? And how many of you guys have used some of the nutrition products, like the core transformation, all that kind of stuff, and you saw success with those products? Okay, now going back into the core transformation, did you see the most success out of the detox?
Yeah.
So my point to you is the detox, in 1 week, the average person loses what, Dave? Core transformation, first week, the average person
8
loses
to 10.
Okay, is that quick? Okay, so do you see how, so now we've got Instantly Ageless, which is cool that it works in 2 minutes in order to lead into the Luminous line. Last night I'm always on social media, and I think it was some people in your group, or maybe it was even you guys, they were using the Luminous line. Who was it? Was it you guys? Yeah, it was you guys. I saw the post. And have you noticed, just by using these products, or have you noticed anything at all, but just from using them for a little while? Like,
yeah. This is my birthday, and I already see my wrinkles on.
okay, so there you go.
I
Okay.
literally see like different.
Okay, so the products have to deliver, right? So if products don't deliver, then the bottom line is you don't get to those kind of numbers. Like the projections are 10 billion. Okay, now how many of you guys bought a founder's kit? Because this, and whoever invited you can explain to you what a founder's kit, because I understand there's a few hundred left. Okay, so what if there was a way? I'm going to plant a little seed right now for those of you guys who are just looking at the opportunity right now. What if there was a way for you to actually take part of the sales of this company worldwide? In fact, 2% of the sales. Would that be a pretty good deal? So that even if you didn't have anybody in Cambodia or Colombia or Vietnam or Singapore or any of those types of places, if the company had really good sales and you could take part in 2% of those sales, would that be a pretty good deal? Because that's what the Founders Pack can bring to you. And I'm going to give you guys a quick example. The people the initial group that got the Founders Pack 5 years ago, okay, before the company even had sales, was that risky? They were offered the Founders Pack before there was even $1 of sales, okay? Now, those people, on average, are making about every quarter, because the 2% is paid out every quarter, about $30,000 every quarter above the compensation plan. That's on the low side. Is that a pretty good bonus check every quarter? Yeah. Considering that you don't even have to be involved with the operations of the company worldwide. That's called a Founders Pack. They offered 5,000 and there's a few hundred left. How many of you guys feel good about the fact that you can make money above the normal compensation plan? Isn't that crazy? So when this company does 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, do you benefit from that at another level? Show me a piece of property that you can do that with no headaches, and what did it cost you to be able to do that? $2,000, and you got a bunch of product along with it. Isn't that crazy? So you got a ton of product, and it was $2,000 for $2,000, and you get to take advantage of 2% of the company's global sales, paid out every quarter. Like, am I the only one excited about this? Like, do you guys realize how much money that is? We're gonna make croissants famous on this.
That's right.
That's right. People are gonna use these worldwide. These slides are gonna be worldwide. So you can see, okay, so in about 2 minutes or less, look at what happens. And so after this meeting, for those of you guys that actually want to try the products, like with your, with wrinkles or bags or dark circles, and I can see some of you guys have those issues. I'm not going to point them out. But here's where I'm going. Okay, I didn't point anybody out. Okay, I didn't point anybody out. You guys could go in the back there, and what's cool is you can see what happens in 2 minutes. Is that cool? Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take photos of you, and we're going to create slides of you. Because then we won't get anybody in the back to try it. We want you to try it. Okay. So Phil, I want you first back there. Okay. Not that you have any of those issues. Let's go to the next one. How many of you guys go back really quick? Like, how many of you guys are like really pumped about this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Think about that for a second, and I think you girls are probably better at this, because I don't know if I could go up to a girl and say, "Hey, you should really try this." That's kind of hard for us. Girls can do that. Like, you could go up to another girl, because I've seen Jill do it. I couldn't do that, but you could go up and say, "Hey, try this. You got to come over, try this."
You really need it.
Yeah, you can do that. And then somebody's going to sit there and say, "Oh my gosh, the bags and wrinkles are gone. Like, how do I get this?" Is that really is that a difficult sale?
No.
Okay, and then what happens? It works for about 6 to 8 hours, is what they're saying, right? So, do you think they're going to order more because they don't want it anymore? Right? So, do you see how easy this is? So you can invite a bunch of people over, and you guys could all try them and stuff like that. I mean, how difficult is that? Is this pretty easy? Okay. And the cool part about this is that, how many of you guys know that it does take some discipline? Joseph, does it take some discipline? I love to call on people that are looking at their phones. So, does it take some discipline? Does it take some discipline to be physically fit? It does, right? You got to eat right and exercise and all the things that you guys do. But here's the cool part about skincare: you could be the laziest person on the planet and still do it. Am I right?
Yep.
So you could even just go around and say, "Let me find the laziest people," because I know they use skincare. I mean, it's the truth. You don't have to be disciplined, if you will, like you do maybe with nutrition and some of the other things. That's what I love about it. So let's go to the next one. Okay, I've already talked about the fact that they're in over 110 countries. Why why ultimately is this a really good deal for all of us in the room that might be considering looking at residual income? Why is this something that's really important?
You get paid 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, this is like really easy because it's right there, right? Because you can create residual income coming in around the clock. Because what happens is, let's just say that you guys know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that happens to know somebody in Chile or Kenya or whatever the case may be, and they decide, hey, you know what, I want to use some of these products. And then they go out there and they introduce it to other people. You may never have the intentions of ever going to Kenya, right? I mean, is that like even on your wish list to go to Kenya? Right? Probably not. So you could have income coming in from Kenya and you never even plan on going there. And so what happens is you're now creating residual income coming in 24 hours a day. Does that sound something like something people want? I'm going to give you a quick example of that. We have actually groups right now with my European teams, and we're growing teams right now in Colombia and Vietnam. I don't have any intentions to especially go into Colombia, right? Nothing against Colombia, it's just I have no stuff. It's just not something I desire, a place I desire to go. My point is that because they're there, they can use these products just as easily in Corona. Corona, Colombia, doesn't make a difference. You get paid the same. So you're now in a position where you're no longer having to be somewhere to make money. Now, the reason I really am pumped about being part of Jeunesse is because they're in over 115 countries. And, I mean, I heard it was 110 now it's over 115 just from when I was in Florida. That's the number right now. So that means you have the ability right now to truly grow a global business. And is that what most companies strive for?
Yeah.
Is that what Apple strives to do? Do a lot of the sales come from overseas? Do a lot of sales from Panasonic come from outside the United States? McDonald's, I mean, I could go on, Apple, I mean, Samsung. You guys, we live in a world where most companies strive to have global business models. Does this look like a global business model?
Yes.
So let's go back to Subway for a second. How much does it cost on average to open up a Subway? 6 figures. Okay, so it takes 6 figures ultimately to open up a Subway. So you decide, you know what, I want to partner with Subway because that's just what I want to do. I want to do a Subway. Does that give you the ability though, because you own that particular location, does that still give you the ability to go worldwide? Yeah, if you want to invest another 6 figures. Do you see how that works? Which means, and plus, how is that going to run over there? Are you gonna go fly back and forth over there? See, with this business model, that's what makes it so attractive. Is I could say, you know what? I've got people in Israel, and this company will handle everything for me, and I never have to go there. Or do you think that skincare and nutrition is just like a U.S. deal? Do you see what I'm saying? How big that this is? Let's go to the next one. This is what excites me more than anything else. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm just going to hit this briefly. Okay, I'm gonna make this really, really simple. You make no money right here. Okay. Like I'm in this simple. Okay. You make no money there. You're now in a position to make money as an executive. We used to call it a star. Okay. You're now in a position where you can start earning some income. But how many of you guys know that is 3 ways better than 1 way? Like, I like simple math. Is 3 ways better than 1 way?
Yes.
Okay, so how many of you guys decided to say, you know what, I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to become a sapphire? Anybody do that? How many of you guys like the sound of being able to skip getting 1 paid and get paid 3 ways? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, so now, and I'm going to go over this at the training here. You're now in a position at this level to get paid 3 ways instead of 1 way. And that the way that they actually compensate you. In fact, let me do this. Chris, come on up real quick. Okay. I'm going to explain this really fast, okay, so you guys understand. Okay, so Chris decides to get or gets involved with Jeunesse, okay, and Chris is making $1,000 a week. He's making more, but just using for simple. I'm into simple, okay? So he's making $1,000 a week. If you become a sapphire, okay, I could actually make off his $1,000 $200 a week just off of whatever he makes. Guys, see how simple that is? Okay, Jim, come up real quick. Now, Chris signs up Jim. Okay, so he introduces Jim to the business opportunity. So Jim has a $1,000 check. Okay, Chris is a Sapphire, so he gets 20%. But remember, I introduced Chris to the opportunity. Because I'm a Sapphire, I get 15% off of Jim, of whatever his check is, unlimited. There's no cap on it. See how cool it is? Sierra, come on up. So you can stand right next to him. Okay, so Jim enrolls Sierra. Jim, you did good. Sierra's already, I think, well, she'll tell me not to say because she's working on her own, you guys. That's what's crazy about it. She's doing her own, just kicking butt. Okay, so Sierra, you know, he signed up Sierra. Now, I'm in a position now, because I'm a Sapphire, I can get 20%, 15%, and 10% of whatever her check is. Unlimited. One of the 6 ways that this company pays you. As you move up, they pay you more levels. See how that works? So, do I have a huge incentive to help his check grow?
Yes.
Huge. In fact, the more money that Chris makes, the more money we both make. It's the way that it should be. Same thing with Jim. I want his check to get bigger. Chris wants his check to get bigger because we both went big time financially. And then we all want Sierra's check to get bigger because we all win financially, especially if you're a Sapphire because you get paid 3 levels. See how that works?
Yes.
Make sense? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, Chris. So we have a huge incentive with this comp plan, and this is the heaviest way, this percentage right here, on how you actually get compensated. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so retailing, is retailing pretty, everybody understand retailing?
Yes.
You buy something for wholesale and you retail it. So could you take the instantly ageless, for example, say you had a spa or say you had somewhere that they just want to get the product for wholesale and then they just want to retail. Everybody get that? It's pretty easy. Okay. First order bonus. You have somebody who says, hey, I want to build this. I want to build this. I want to partner and I want to invest a few $100s and I want to get involved. The company will give you what's called a first order bonus for that. Okay. Team commissions. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details. All I'm saying with that though is that everybody that's in your business that you see in your business, you get paid what's called a cycle. And whoever invited you tonight, or I'll be going over that after this in a training. So it doesn't matter. Anybody that you see in your J office is what they call your virtual office. It's called a J office. Anybody that you see in there, it creates a $35 cycle. And how many of you guys have been looking at your J office and like you see it just 35 bucks? 35 bucks. It's like Las Vegas. Just 35 bucks, right? Isn't it cool? It updates about every 15 to 20 minutes. It's just boom, boom, boom. Anything that you see in there. You don't even know who these people are. In fact, some of them will come up from people above you or whatever the case may be, but boom, it creates $35. Auto ships, etc. Leadership matching bonus. I just gave you a little bit of an example of what that looks like. Customer acquisition bonus. I'm not going to go into a lot. And then the diamond pool. When you become a diamond, they actually create another pool of money. It's 3% of the company's sales. They put that into a pool of money, and then they pay that out to the diamonds and above. That's another way that you can get compensated. And those numbers are even bigger. Those checks average anywhere between $50,000 and $60,000 just this one way every quarter above the compensation line. Are those pretty big numbers? That's above the compensation line. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So they pay you 6 ways. In simple terms, is 6 ways better than 1 way?
Yes.
Right? Well, you actually get paid 7 ways because the founders get it. So really, I need to change the slide already. So I'll have David do that. In fact, can you text him? Just kidding. Okay, so who are the beautiful people at the top? In fact, they're probably watching right now. They were with us in Cabo. Who is that, honey, up at the top? Yeah, your best friend, right? Do they even look like the same people? The before and after. You're probably thinking, did we Photoshop it? Or okay, they were with us in Cabo, and they are so disciplined now. Have you seen them? Like PSC, protein, fat, carb. I mean, no, it was just. Although I think I saw meat and ice cream.
One
But I
night.
think they had a
one
piece
night.
of chicken before, and then they ate the ice cream.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Protein
You
factor.
did protein first.
Yeah. And so, look at the difference in them. Going through what's called the Core Transformation Program. It's an 8-week program that was created by a trainer. In fact, he's one of the top trainers in the country, Mark McDonald. How many of you guys saw Mark McDonald when he was here not too long ago? Okay, he's one of the top trainers, nutritionists in the country. And he created this whole program right here. And it's incredible. I mean, how many of you guys have tried? How many of you guys have tried the Core Transformation Program? Raise your hand. And have you seen incredible results?
Yeah.
How many of you guys are like it taught you how to eat? Like you're not afraid to eat anymore. So you can eat like pizza, but you just don't. You just eat protein and then you eat pizza or whatever.
Just don't eat it all the time.
I will say though that I would like Laura to create a system because it really is amazing. You know, like she stays thin. And you're like, do you?
What am I, Conrad?
Hey, Grace.
You're like a mess.
She does. She stays thin. You know, and
You're like Pac-Man.
yeah, just like Pac-Man. Yeah, but it's amazing. And so the energy drinks are in the back. I mean, you know, is that pretty easy to understand? If you have energy issues, you just drink an energy drink. How many of you guys understand the concept of a can? You open up a can, you drink it, you get energy, right? Is that how it works, Jim? Hold up your can. Is that how, like, is it pretty simple? Pretty simple to understand. You get energy and all that kind of stuff. In fact, I brought you one. I was at your office and stuff. Have you noticed a difference already? Yeah, you're like, get this presentation over because I got to get up, right? That's a good thing. It works, huh? It gives you about 4 hours of energy. So if you take it about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, you probably will be up to about 1 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. So has that happened to anybody yet? It's happened to you? Yeah. Well, just keep drinking them. You'll get used to them like I can do it now.
Yeah, it's okay, so I think it's
Yeah. But there's no weird stuff. No, you don't get no after. You don't feel like shaky or after. Has anybody drank a Monster or Red Bull or Rockstar? Sonny, no, never. Right? Has anybody ever had one of those and you're like jittery, shaky, kind of feel like you're gonna heart palpitations, right? Okay. Yeah. So this is nothing like that. And then you've got the Monavie juice. And how many of you guys have tried Monavie juice? Okay, cool. Wow, that's a lot of the people in the room, right? Does it work? Yeah. Like, okay, if you don't believe that it does work, what have you noticed by being on the Monavie juice?
It gives me a lot more energy. I definitely do not get sick nearly as much as I did before.
Yeah.
And don't tell my work, but I did not take my flu shot like I'm supposed to, and I just straight in here.
Oh, this is online. No, it works, right? And you don't get sick. I mean, that's the coolest part about it. If you don't believe that it works, then just drink it for a little while, then take a day off. You're gonna wonder, the way that you feel. All right, Kim?
You're absolutely right.
Right? It works. And by the way, this company Monavie, there was, Jeunesse acquired Monavie, but they did about $4 billion in juice sales. Does it work? $4 billion. Okay, so I would say that it probably works. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, Team Empowerment Global. Why is this something important? If you're going to partner with us and you want to actually get involved with the business, why is this important to be involved with? Because if you have a group in, say, Colombia, Vietnam, or say wherever your team is growing, is it important to be able to plug them into a system where they can get leadership development, mentoring? For example, these slides that you're seeing right now, it's funny because we were in Florida, and the guy who handles the marketing for the company, we were talking in the back of the room, and we were talking about the presentation that Jeunesse has right now. And he goes, "What do you think of the presentation?" He asked me, and I said, "I think that it sucks." Right? And he goes, "You're right. It does." He says, "I'm working on changing it right now." I says, "Well, I just created some slides." I said, "There's only 11 of them. I hits all age groups." He says, "Well, can I see your slides?" So I send him my slides, and he sends me a message back, and he says, "I love the slides." So I said, "You can't use them."
Shout out to David Bell.
Right? Yeah, shout out to David Bell.
Yeah.
And so my point is that we create things in our team to help you build your business worldwide. So let's just say that you do get some people in Chile, right? So how are you going to grow a business in Chile? I would be able to help you and direct you and connected with the right people and growing teams over there? When will we travel over there? Who would we work with? All of those types of things that happen in your business will be able to help you grow in those areas. Okay, I mean that's how it works. It's kind of like Sunny, with your sister who's been involved with our organization. We have a group up in Portland that's in her, her business, and I've helped that team for years.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of the partnership, is that, we help each other, grow this, and that's part of being part of Team Empowerment Global. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so getting started. If you say, you know what, I want to partner up with Jeunesse, I want to partner up with Team Empowerment Global. But I want to get paid 3 ways instead of 1 way. Then the 2 ways that you could do it is you could get involved with the Ambassador Pack or the Jumbo Pack. So the Ambassador Pack is going to be about $1,100, and you get a bunch of product. Okay, then you have what's called the Jumbo Pack, which will be about $800. And both of those programs, one's going to allow you to be qualified as Sapphire. That's how you get paid 3 levels. Okay. One will allow you to be for 90 days, and one's going to allow you for 6 months to be qualified at that level. But if you can swing the Founders Pack, I would highly recommend that you do, because once these Founders Packs are gone, there's no more coming. Like Wendy, when we were in Florida, she said that's it. We're not offering any more once the 5,000 are gone. So there's a few hundred left. So you get about double. You get about you see in these 2 different packs right here, you get into that 1 pack, which is a Founders Pack. How many of you guys have already got your Founders Pack product? Is that a lot of product? Isn't it cool? Don't you feel like you're in business? Like you're using some of the product and all that kind of stuff, but you feel like you're in business, right? Like if you were going to go out there and share a product with people or do an instantly ageless meeting or whatever the case may be, don't you feel like, hey, I'm in business right now? Yeah, I mean that's what's cool about it, right? For those of you guys that are having instantly ageless meetings, I mean I don't know how many boxes came in the Founders Pack. 4. Was it 4? And there's a lot in there. In fact, here's a box right here.
There's 50 in each box.
I mean, it's cool. It even looks cool. This is empty though. See? Somebody took them, Joe. But there's a lot in there. They're very easy to actually sample. Good job on the display, by the way, sweetie. You have that gift. Very nice. Everybody give Jill a hand for me. Okay, and then the transformation kit, if you want to get the core transformation, it's $300. It's an 8-week program that includes also it teaches you PFC, how to eat. The first week is a detox, but you literally are doing a body transformation over 8 weeks. So you're going to learn how to eat when you go through the program. So you could also get a core transformation pack. And some of you, I know, I see in your face, well, like some of you guys are saying, well, when's it going to be in there, right? Right? Some of you guys are saying that, huh? Just like that. Just the way I said it. You're saying it in your brain. Well, the SKUs are being added into the system. Okay, so it's going to be in there. The Health Pro model will also be in there. And the reason those are important, because does anybody know anybody who's a fitness trainer or a chiropractor or anything like that? Okay, is that a very trending industry right there? Okay, so could you have somebody who's a trainer offer this to their clients? Would that be smart? Because it's going to help them keep their clients. Did you know that most trainers that are out there, one of the challenges, in fact, one of the things that they think about all the time is how am I going to keep my people? Most trainers that are out there, it's a revolving door. Hey, I'm gonna work out with you, and then they're gone. They got to go get some more people, and they play that whole game. And the reason being is because they're not addressing the most important part, which is the nutrition part. If you help somebody with their nutrition part of their body, that's how you get them to the next level. Which means they're not going to go anywhere else. If you could help them learn how to eat and take their body to a different level. How many of you guys think that when you work out, it's all in the workout to have a nice body? Is it, Joseph? Is it, Dave? Is it all? Is working out all in the work? I mean, having a nice body all in the workout. Like you could work out and go eat McDonald's every day.
I tried that. It didn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so if you can actually show them a program in 8 weeks where they transform their body, but in the 8 weeks it teaches you how to eat, they're not going to ever leave you. So this is a strategy that we're very successful with in our teams all over the country. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That's it? Oh, I got that. but I mean, not tonight, but you know. Okay, so here's how it works. Did I hit enough on the size of the skincare market and nutrition market?
Yes.
So what is it? 121 for skin. What is it for nutrition? Nutrition drug?
80
80 billion. Okay, we went over. The heaviest way to get compensated in their plan is what I showed right here in this example, which is a leadership bonus match. So you have a huge incentive to help people make money, yet you get a lot of money. Did I talk about the fact that you have the ability to create a global residual income? And here's the part that's really exciting about it. If you look at the numbers on there, are these a lot less than 6 figures?
Yes.
One person knows that this is is this a lot lower numbers than 6 figures?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the ability to build a global business with a company that, by the way, pays 60% of what they bring in to their distributor base. 60%. Let me just put it this way. Does Subway pay to their franchisees 60% of the revenues?
No.
Do they, Phil? Oh man, that's just unheard of in business. I mean, George, you're in business back there. Do you guys have like 60% margins on average in business?
Only when I'm screaming the fences.
You're swinging.
Only when I'm screaming the fences.
If the guy's drinking a lot, right? You give him a case of beer or something like he's drinking a lot or whatever. You can get some 60%. You guys, 60% margins are unheard of in traditional business. I'm just telling you right now. I have a lot of friends who have a lot of businesses. I mean, even in the restaurant industry, you're lucky if you have 7% margins for most of your restaurants that are out there. It's unheard of, these types of numbers, along with the founder's kit. And I've heard some people say, well, I just don't know if I could swing that founder's kit. Do you know what it takes to make that kind of money on 2% of sales of a company that's already running and has this kind of momentum? You can't get this kind of stuff from Wall Street. I know, I spent 14 years on Wall Street. That's what I did. I managed people's money, banks' money, institutional money. These returns are ridiculous, okay? So whoever invited you tonight, if you do want to try the Instantly Ageless, you can go back there. And in fact, I want to see. So if anybody, look at George. George already wants to try it. George wants to try it.
I want to beat the rush.
Yeah, he wants to try it. So if you want to try the Instantly Ageless, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. Whoever invited you tonight, though, get back with them, and then you can talk about the different ways you actually get involved. And I will say this to you guys. You know, I look at this company 5.5 years old, which and very little traction in here in the United States and Mexico and Europe and also Brazil. And I just think, okay, so you were in a position right now where you looked at something, and this company is going to continue to grow, and you happen to run into the person that invited you tonight in the next year or two, and they're very successful in this business. It's going to hurt a little bit. And in fact, it might hurt a lot. Just depends on what they're driving and what their lifestyle's like. Because you don't get very many shots like this as far as being part of something before it's already big. You know what I mean? This is not big here in the United States yet with the already proven company. So something to consider. Okay, I appreciate you guys coming.